What's up, everyone? It's Lachlan here, Project Reinvented YouTube channel. So today we're going to figure out if you are committed to achieving your goals or you're trying to achieve your goals. Because see, when you say that you are trying, that's just a wish, a dream, a hope, a prayer, and it does not call you into action or hold you accountable. Now, being committed, this is something on another level. You're responsible for getting it done by yourself or with help, and you will do whatever it takes to complete that task, to achieve what it is that you've set out to achieve. Okay, because when you're trying to achieve a long-term success or even short-term success, it isn't just about believing that you can do something, it's about embracing the mindset that will propel you into taking the action. Okay, it's like building a house. You can have the blueprint, which is vital, okay, but it's your commitment with the hard work, the sweat that you put into the construction that will make that house a reality. Because see, simply being capable, that's half the equation. You have to be injecting 100% pure commitment into your goals and the deliberate steps to take them and make them a reality. Now, skipping on the commitment part or dragging your feet through the action steps, that's going to leave your goals hanging. And there's plenty of studies to back that up because there's a clear distinction between involvement, which is trying, and commitment. Now, people get this twisted. They get it all confused. They think they're committed when they're just merely dipping their toes in. Okay, and there's a big difference. So let's dive into it so you can understand what the difference is and see where you stand when it comes to this. Okay, because commitment isn't just about setting your mind to a goal. It's about creating this strong connection intellectually and emotionally to what your goal is. Okay, it's a complete mental, emotional, and physical devotion to what you're trying to create. Okay, your mind is one piece of the puzzle. Now, to truly commit, you've got to engage your emotions. This allows your body to execute the necessary steps even when you're faced with these challenges. Now, without this emotional investment, you find yourself resisting, procrastinating, and struggling to stick to what it is you're trying to do. Okay, now being involved is one thing. It's taking action and participating, but it lacks the emotional investment. Now, on the flip side, commitment, whether this is when you're trying to achieve something, business, your family, your fitness life, okay, it means that you're walking the talk. It means that you're going to the lengths that required to honor your commitment. Okay, imagine being a person who consistently delivers on their promises. Okay, imagine being that person, whether that's in the professional life or personal relationships. That is the power of a genuine commitment, somebody who follows through. Okay, and when you're looking to gather that momentum, the secret sauce is embracing 100% commitment. I don't know if you've ever read the book called The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. He says the 100% rule says that if you want to achieve personal success in any endeavor, you must be 100% committed to it. Okay? Successful people adhere to the no exception rules when it comes to their daily disciplines. Now, once you make 100% commitment to something, there's no exceptions. Okay? And this is what I can relate it to. If, I had to take on a new identity. And when it comes to embracing a new identity and changing your behavior, merely just saying something like, I'll do it when I feel like it, okay, that is a recipe for a habit that never takes off. Okay, if you're trying to, change a certain behavior or a habit and you have a half-hearted commitment, like for example, for me, with my alcohol addiction and drug addiction, there was many times I said, I'm going to try. I made many attempts to try and quit alcohol, and relapse was inevitable, time and time again. It wasn't until I committed 100%, and that was after a long process. It was now 12 years of trying. Okay, and this is where the numbers come into play. Okay, 100% versus 99%. Anything other than 100% commitment leaves room for sabotage, and it's a surefire way to failure. Okay, because if you want to become the person you're striving to become or achieve big, it doesn't have to be big goals, but achieve what you're trying to achieve, then that 99% commitment isn't enough. Now, yes, it might get you some results. Okay, but it's going to be a bumpy ride. It's like driving a car with a flat tire. It's going to get you there, but it's not going to be smooth sailing or smooth driving. Okay, it's about aiming for that 100% where you've got that smooth road, clear goals, and that commitment that will get you to where you want to go. Okay, life, and I know this through plenty of experience, life becomes a lot easier when you throw your hat in the ring with a full on 100% commitment. Okay, think about this. Picture this. You're all in. There's no exceptions, no negotiations. Okay, you're 100% in. You're not 80%. You're not 99%. You're 100% committed, and you're committed to making everything that you want to, create a reality. Your life will become smoother because there's no rooms for slip ups. There's no rooms for second guessing. Whether that is, like for me, it's recording YouTube videos because my goal now is to become the best YouTuber I can become. Okay. Now, in order for me to do that, when I started, I thought just recording these videos would be just me talking. But now I know that that's entry level to get me started. I have to commit to being better. So I spent all weekend looking at how to make B-roll, how to edit properly, how to make different things so I can upgrade my videos. Now, that will be coming, but I had to commit to myself because it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take energy, but I had to commit. This is what I want, so I'm all in. And also, if for example, with alcohol, I had to commit to the alcohol. Or if you're wanting to commit to the gym, you have to go all in. Because when it's a solid 100%, there's no room for mental gymnastics. You know what needs to be done, and you get doing it. Okay, and let's break it down for example, the workout commitment. If you go all in and you have a goal and you want to have a six-pack or whatever it is, okay, you have to make that a non-negotiable part of your week, like clockwork. So you need to understand what macronutrients you need to eat, your nutrition, how much protein, how much carbs, how much fat, how much cardio you need to do, how many gym sessions, what type of gym sessions you need to do. So you have to have a structured gym routine. Okay, you also, then you pack your stuff the night before, your gym stuff. So some people go straight to the gym with their gym clothes on, but if you have got work that day, you have to pack a bag, get it ready, set the alarm, place it in a different room so that you're getting up and there's no excuses. Okay, when you have a clear path, okay, there's no debate or questions whether you stick to it. You're doing it because you're committed. It's a clear path. There's less stress. There's no negotiations. Okay, and when you're committed, that speaks volumes. Because once you've made that 100% commitment, the deal is sealed. It's a non-negotiable. Okay, for example, take a peek into my daily life. My non-negotiables, I have my 4 key pillars, which are non-negotiable every single day, which is fitness. So every day I go to the gym. Okay, every day I go to the gym. I go first thing in the morning, and every day I stick to a nutrition plan. And I don't call it a diet because I'm not dieting. I'm sticking to a nutrition plan. So Monday to Friday, I don't eat any sweets, anything like that. I stick to basically eat the same food each day. So I have a protein shake, I have 5 eggs, I have chicken with avocado, then I'll have my dinner at night, then I'll have a protein pudding at night. Okay? Now, that's my nutrition. Then the next pillar is my family. So my family, when they come home from school, I pick them up from school. Whatever my son asks me to do, because my daughter, she's got no interest, she's a bit older, she does her own thing. But whatever he asks me to do between him coming home and making dinner, I will do that. And it normally revolves around playing FIFA. Okay? Then there's fulfillment. Now, in fulfillment, that is where I'm building that relationship with myself because no materialistic thing is going to make me feel full. It might give me a buzz for an hour or a day or whatever, but I want to feel full in myself. So that is meditation and journaling. So I do for that every single morning and night. I meditate. In the morning, I also do breath work, but then I also journal because it's getting whatever's here and here on paper. So it's helping me build that relationship with myself so I feel full. And then there's finances. So every day I'm learning about something that's going to help make me more money in the future. So right now it's YouTube. So I'm studying YouTube. So I'll go and watch something, I'll study it, I'll then write it down in my own words. So then I've got my notebook and I've documented it. And the reason I do that is because when I hear it, then if I just listen to stuff all the time, then it's not going to stick in my mind. So what I do is I watch stuff until something aha moment pops out. Then I'll write it down in my own words. That way I'm cementing it. And I don't do that for longer than 20 minutes, because if I'd done it for a long time, then there would be too much for me to retain the information. So that's guaranteed. But then I will do other stuff, throughout the day, which I'll watch a video here or I'll save a video here. But when I have a purposeful, this is my time, I do it for 20 minutes. I try to get one solid thing. I'll write it down. Okay. Now that's my fundamental 4. I do them every single day. Okay. And then on top of that, I've locked in a 100% commitment to staying clean and sober. So, and also that 100% commitment to never watching porn again. Okay, so I cut out any decisions about alcohol, about drugs, about porn. So it's a pre-decision that makes a choice a no-brainer when I'm faced with a certain tempting situation. Okay, commitment, for me, 100%. Also, it leads to fewer decisions, which helps with decision fatigue and willpower. And I've spoke about decision fatigue as well. It's when we only have a certain amount of decisions a day before we start to get fatigued. And that also will help, stops the willpower depleting. Okay, in fact, while we're talking about decisions, let's talk about decisions. Okay, if you're choosing the path of partial commitment, okay, that might seem like easier. Okay, that might seem like easier in the moment. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to cut back on fizzy soda, instead of saying I'm removing it from my diet completely. Okay, or you're telling yourself, I'll go to the gym more often, and you're not locking in a rock solid workout schedule. See, partial commitment, it may look or seem like the simpler route, but there's a twist. Okay, it's actually a whole lot tougher in the real world. Okay, it's like trying to ride a bike with one pedal. Okay, it might work, but it's not going to get you anywhere, and it's going to be a lot more difficult. Okay, because see the word decide. Now that tracks back to the Latin word decidere, if I've pronounced it right, which literally means to cut off. Okay, think of it as slicing through the noise and committing 100%. In its true sense, a partial commitment is not a commitment or a decision at all. It's more like dodging the real commitment and staying clear of a hard decision. Because see, real decisions, they often require courage. And Tim Ferriss nailed it when he said the hard choices, what we most fear doing, asking or saying, these are very often exactly what we need the most. Okay, the fear you feel when faced with these commitments, it's like a compass which is pointing you in the direction of growth. It's saying this is where you must go. So why do we settle for these half-hearted decisions when you can embrace the understanding that full commitment will actually take you towards what really matters in your life, and you will create what you want to create? Okay, because no one is perfect, right? And I know I'm certainly not perfect. And you certainly can't expect yourself to commit 100% to everything. Okay, you can't commit 100% to everything in life at all times. The key is to look at your life and determine what is important to you. What do you want to accomplish most right now in your life? Okay, do you have a bad habit like alcohol that you want to quit, smoking, okay, or whatever it is? Or, do you want to write a book? Do you want to create a new business? Do you want to build a relationship with your wife and children? Find what's most important to you right now. Okay, find out what you should be applying your 100% rule to. Okay, and then these are some questions that you can ask yourself, right? So ask yourself the following questions. Okay, what are you most passionate? In fact, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. Okay, and drop into your heart. Okay, and ask yourself, what are you most passionate about? Okay, what is important to you? Okay, what do you want to create in life? What is an end result for you? What you'd love to create? Okay, in relation to that end result, where are you right now in your current reality? And be honest, where are you right now? And then you just ask yourself, what's in the way? What's in between? And then you ask yourself, what's the next obvious action? And you will get an action to take. Whether you decide to take that action or not, that's on you. That means you're not committed. Because we are always being guided by some higher force. If you're listening to your conscious, that conscious is telling you, don't eat that junk food, don't drink that alcohol, don't smoke that cigarette, get to the gym. You're not listening to the voice, then that's on you. Okay? Because once you master this way of thinking, it's like truly unlocking a superpower, because you know what's best for you. You'll find yourself fully committed, honouring your commitments, and laying the groundwork for long-term success. Because this is taking one step at a time, but being committed. When you take your time to think about those answers that you just gave yourself, and you get clear on it, and you know the action steps to take. If you don't take them, that's on you. And there's only two actions you can take. Okay? Either you know what action to take and you take it, or you don't know what action to take, then you find out and then you take it. Because as Grant Cardone says, and I like using this, commitment is when you make a firm decision. Okay, you quit wondering and then you follow through on your commitment with massive action. The first step is to eliminate any and all other options and devote yourself completely to learning everything about that topic. Okay? He is 100% a fanatic, he says. He gets 100% absorbed, all in, obsessed, a super freak. Okay? He stops questioning everything, planning, overthinking, and he gets 100% committed. He goes all in, all the way. He stops looking at all other options. That's what, and you look at the success that he has had. You know, he is a prime example of, the definition of commitment. Okay, author Stephen Pressfield, he writes in his book, The War of Art, he says, are you born a writer? Were you put on earth to be a painter, a scientist, an apostle of peace? In the end, the question can only be answered by action. Do it or do not do it. Okay, so if you want to meet your goal and achieve personal success, follow the 100% rule. Do it to the best of your ability. Commit to doing the work, no exceptions. And as soon as you do that, you will start to see your life transform. Okay, and I'll give you some other tips on how you can start to channel this powerhouse. Okay, and it kicks off by understanding, and this is what it goes back to the questions, a clear goal, what it is you want to create. What do you truly want to create in life? Okay, set that intention to create it, and then start creating a vision. What is the end result? Picture it vividly in your mind, visualize it, understand what would it feel like to have that already, and revisit that daily. Understand what type of person you would need to be to create that. Okay? Get that identity in your head and take on the role of that identity. So you visualize it in here, then you bring it out into the real world and act like it. Okay, you take consistent action, break down those big, massive goals into bite-sized, manageable steps every day. Take that small, intentional stride forward, no matter how small it may seem. But trust me, it builds that force that will propel you forward towards what it is you're trying to create. Because the work instills the worth. And that was from Wes Watson. And I love that. The work instills the worth. If you don't put in the work, how can you feel the worth? Okay, and the work builds the belief. Because life is full of hurdles. Okay, guess what? But they're not showstoppers. They're just stepping stones. So embrace every setback as a chance to learn. Do not quit. Evolve. Keep your eyes locked in. Be committed and consistently move forward. Okay, forget about the past. We're not going in that direction. It's about forward thinking. Okay, build that fortress of belief. Surround yourself with people who are encouraging you, people who are going to move you forward, people who lift you higher. Okay, because their energy will be the fuel that keeps you moving. And remove yourself from energy vampires, from negativity. Okay, because that will just hold you back. So when you are on this ride, you can step into the flow. Time will take on a different dimension as you start to really, embrace what it is that you're trying to create. When you achieve these milestones, you feel a satisfaction like you've never felt before. So here's the big question. Are you ready to really take the momentum effect into your life? And that magic agreement ingredient is 100% commitment. Okay, trust in yourself. Trust that you have the ability to stay committed. Okay, and surround yourself with that positive support system. All right, so that's it for today. So if any of this wisdom resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. I say this every week. I can't even say it properly. Hit this subscribe button and stay tuned, because I'll be coming with regular videos. Everything's in the Everything that I do here is to try and help you reinvent your life. So if you want to be inspired or further videos, and everything is learned through my own experience, then hit the subscribe button and give us a like. Have a great day. Take care.